I like useful prints. And my friends as well. If you are still in the process of justifying a 3D printer or you are still trying to convince your wife, this might be the video for you. In this video I want to show you multiple prints I printed for my friends and my family. I'm personally not a big fan of decoration, Warhammer 40k figures. If they give you joy, I won't judge you. I'm just not a fan of it. I like useful and practical things, so I'm making this video to get you creative, to think outside the box, and that's the thing that brings me joy with a 3D printer. If you're curious, I have a Bambu LED A1 and an A1 Mini, and all the prints in this video could have been printed on the Bambu LED A1 Mini. Not sponsored, just saying 199 euros. Let's get started. Oh, and a few subscribers were thinking maybe I should do a subscriber edition of useful prints my subscribers created, which could be really interesting. What do you think about it? Everyone has problems at home. Some people even have a wife at home. Just kidding. You can't fix all the problems with your 3D printer, but you can fix quite some problems with the 3D printer. And I want to start with a 3D print I printed over a year ago for a friend who told me his SodaStream was broken. If you don't know what a SodaStream is, it's literally a machine which makes your water sparkle or bubbling. Anyways, the part that broke I found online, free to download. I printed it in PLA, which is this hard material, sent it to him, and now and a year later he's still drinking sparkling water like me and because of me. And how you can tell, he loves the fix. It was cheap, it was easy, and the most important one, I got a happy friend. Welcome to my parents' kitchen. I built this shelf in the background a couple years ago. Later on I added these LEDs, and I don't have any stand for the camera here, so I just need to vlog style it. I hope that's okay. I got this on and off switch. I mean, it's obvious that it's an on and off switch. And it wasn't really stable and it always fell off and my parents were complaining. But at some point I had a 3D printer and I thought, wait a second, maybe I can create something which will fix the problem. So I came up with this solution. It's literally just a plastic box with a switch inside. It holds the on and off switch in place with these screws. I won't touch them because I think there's electricity on them. And then I just created these caps which go on there, so it's not that ugly. And that's kind of the fix, and it has been working now for 6 months. And this is one of the fixes where I would say without a 3D printer I would have had a really hard time to find a solution. I could have bought a new switch, but I really like the switch. It's just really satisfying. So, damn, that looks weird. So, just another 3D print which gets appreciated almost every day by my friends and family. And it's about the small things which bring me joy, these small problems and small solutions, figuring something out which is usually custom, where I always think, I'm so glad I have a 3D printer and I know how to use AutoCAD. Which I think is really important to have some AutoCAD skills so you don't rely on other people's designs. I'm super excited to show you the next 3D print. However, I'm also super excited to work with today's sponsor, PCBWay. Hear me out. How you might can tell, this is not my place, this is just an Airbnb because I'm traveling right now. However, that doesn't stop me from designing things. I'm just not traveling with my 3D printer. For example, I'm working on this adapter right now for a friend. You will see it later in the video. And it's already pretty good, but it's not perfect yet. That means I need to do some changes and reprint it again, and that's where PCBWay comes in. If you don't have a 3D printer and you just need this one 3D print, man, I love this. This is really chill. So if you want to print flexible resin, industrial grade nylon, or even metal like stainless steel or aluminum, which I think is super interesting, PCBWay makes it possible. They also do CNC machining, injection molding. You can check it all out on their website. So for exactly this project, I will use PCBWay myself because they make it super easy. You upload your project, experts check the file, you get an instant price, and there are no hidden fees. Thank you so much PCBWay for sponsoring this part of the video, and let's go to the next print. And a little fun fact, I really wanted to film the video segment from here, but you can see the lighting is completely off. However, the view's super nice and the setup for working as well. Anyways, let's check out the next 3D print. So right now we are on my parents' balcony. It's not special at all, this 3D print. It's so simple, but this is why you want to have a 3D printer. It's just great and it makes life easier. So everything I did is I printed these things. Why did I 3D print them? Because the other ones looked like this. They are like complete garbage. They could not be more broken than this, I think. This is like really broken. Let's take them off to show you. This is just a 3D, oh god, that's dirty, but it's a TPU 3D printed circle, nothing special, super simple. Print time, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe? Design time 5 minutes, and I think 5 minutes is a really long time to design this thing because it's literally just a circle. You extrude the side edges to make the finish a little nicer. I rounded off these edges 45 degrees so it's printable, and everything this thing does is protect the stone from the metal feet of the furniture we have on the balcony. Pretty simple, pretty great. The next 3D print is a little more complicated. It's way more complicated, but it's great. I love it. You might have seen it in one of my last videos already. I actually printed 2 things for them, and I printed it for my friends. Let's call them J and J. The first thing is a lamp. Yes, I designed it myself, and yes, it took a lot of time, but the process was really fun. You will find a link for a free download in the description, and it is an awesome lamp. So go there and download it. My friends J&J, they went for a risky green. I did not expect the green to look that nice in their living room. For myself, I prefer a dark blue or black. I printed it for my parents as well. This is the design. I really like it, and I do want to design more lamps. I think it's super fun and it's useful decoration. Loving it. The other print I created for them is a fan holder or hanger. After my friend Jay told me she would fix the fan with a zip tie, I knew she had a serious problem. She's a person in need and she needs help. So I came up with a solution. Designing an adjustable custom hanger was a little tricky, but in the end it worked. I printed it in TPU. I don't think the design is amazing, but it works. And it looks way better than zip tie. And the fan is hanging there now for 4 or 5 months. So a couple days ago I asked my friend, do you still have the hanger? Is it still working? And Jay said, yes, it's great. But the problem is they don't use the fan. It's just never running. So I guess it's a good solution to not use zip tie for a problem where there's no problem because they don't use the fan. Is it a useful print now? I thought so. Maybe not, you can decide. But I wanted to be honest with you guys. The next print is in the bathroom, but before we go there, let me tell you the story. So my mom had this not really pretty towel hangers. One of them broke and she asked me if I could print her a new one. Finally, she learned that I have a 3D printer in her house. She sent me a design she found in the internet, and what can I say? It's just not functional. And I mean, it makes sense, it is the design. But yeah, screwing it on harder just doesn't work, and I feel like breaking the plastic. That's not the whole story. Thankfully, it's not the whole story. This time, instead of designing something myself, I thought there must be quite a lot of hooks out there. I just went on makeaworld.com. I found this hook, which comes with this little thing, which goes on the wall. The designer also had a few different hooks. It's super adjustable for your liking, which is really cool. Link in the description down below. So you just screw this on the wall, put the hook over, and you will not see the screws. And I want to be honest with you guys again. So I don't think it's the prettiest hook, but it was easy, it was simple, it works, and I think printing time for all the hooks was less than 2 hours. I didn't need to go to the shop, I didn't need to order anything online, and it's just nice to have a production machine at home. The last print I want to show you is so simple I didn't even want to show you, but since it gets used every day, I thought it earns a spot in the video. So I have a friend who doesn't want any handles in the kitchen. I get it, it looks a lot nicer, but he literally taped tape on the dishwasher so he can pull the tape instead of drilling holes into the cabinet. And I thought, this is kind of stupid and also really ugly. So I printed a U-shape handle you can put on the dishwasher's front. Simple design, simple fix, cheap production costs. And the most important part, it solved the problem and I got another happy friend, where I probably live rent-free in his head every time he uses his dishwasher. There are more things I printed for my friends, and there are also more things I'm right now working on for my friends, like this magazine pistol adapter thing, which just goes on. Maybe you can see it now a little better. It's not really spectacular, but it was not easy to design, to be honest. Don't worry, he's a policeman, everything is legal over here. So for that thing I actually used my 3D scanner. It's also TPU. If you're wondering why do I have a magazine every time he has practice for shooting, he says this little thing breaks because it's made out of hard plastic, which is kind of stupid. So I told him I could do better, but it's not ready yet. But now I'm curious, what are your unique problems you fixed or you want to fix? Should I make a subscriber edition? Maybe just send me your videos on Instagram, and if we have enough material, I will make a video. And if I don't get any material or not enough, then I won't make a video. But I'm curious anyways. Sometimes I read really interesting things in the comment section, so feel free to leave a comment, a like, a sub. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though it wasn't really professional because I'm leaving the country tomorrow. But I really wanted to make this video. I thought it's interesting. I hope you get inspired to fix your own problems in your house and come up with some custom solutions. Maybe you were able to convince your wife that a 3D printer in your house would be actually something good, or you used today's sponsor PCBWay. The link is down in the description. Like I said, they check the file, they print it for you, they send it to you. My experience is just really good, otherwise I wouldn't work with them. So thank you so much for watching and see you soon.
I'm so excited, man, because it's so good, man. I'm very excited because it's way better than I thought it would be. Because at first I was only thinking about lasting longer. Then we had the idea of making the skirt so it wouldn't drop. And then when you made me the prototype, it has those two advantages, and the unexpected one that it fits better in the hand because it fills the gap in the back. So it's so good. I'm very excited. Thank you very much for everything.